So in today's post, I'd like to talk about past lives. It's actually a reading. So for those who are new to my channel, my name is Jose, and I do a bunch of things. I do music. I am a musician, languages, but mostly I've been focusing mostly on psychic mediumship, maybe channeling stuff. So I'm still new to it, and I'm following my path towards just being present and just having fun and enjoying everything life has to offer. Okay, you live in this life in this 3D world, and as we move up, we're supposed to really enjoy and just live, and that's what I've been doing. So I've been working also on astrology stuff. So I'm also I work with a lot of asteroids, so over like 100, something like that. So I don't actually memorize anything. I don't remember anything. I actually have like this, I guess you can say like a source that I downloaded, that I've actually like gotten, from based on the mythology, based on the stories, and then I go from there. It's a huge list, over like 100, over 550 pages of information that I've worked on myself with regarding asteroids and dwarf planets. So I've done my own research on that one, and also I'm getting into fixed stars now. So, but it's kind of ongoing as well, and it's never ending. So that's the fun part about astrology, right? So I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, watch till the very end. Hope to see you guys later.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
So, welcome to the party.
Yay!
um, I'll try not to make it dry.
Yeah. Don't worry. Enjoy the process. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So let's see where we can start. There's several things. So more about the past life stuff is what you're curious about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, you got curious about it because I mentioned it. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's open up this one. Even if you don't understand some of it, that's totally fine. It's
Okay.
because there's a lot. So don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close that, and then I'm gonna open up my cheat sheet. Well, I was told not to call it cheat sheet, but my reference.
Yeah.
Because they're all downloaded. They're all kind of like inspired, anyways, like how I did my research.
Okay.
Okay, open that one. I already have an idea of what to look for, but I usually just don't.
Okay.
I try not to rely too much on memory.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So, where did that go? There we go. Okay, so astrology works with charts all the time, always. And remember that everything in astrology is it's a language of probability. So what I say sometimes may be like, what? And that's normal.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. I get the concept. Yeah.
Okay. So, I didn't see much about your past life. I just saw that there was just like this is called the South Node up here. And that
Self
often
note.
means South Node. It's just referred to as the South Node. It's called the
Okay.
lunar node.
Okay.
Yeah, the nodes refer to the path of one's life, like not just this life, but in other lives as well, in the future as well.
not really future. Well, we can look into that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
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 um. Okay. So being in 0 degrees, 49 minutes. Aquarius. Look, your South Node in Aquarius is like I have the same placement but different minutes, different degrees. That usually makes a difference. Um, with yours being in 0 degrees, 49 minutes, it means that it's like you're quite, I would say I'm not sure if you've been human for only a short while. Maybe you were not human before human. So
Okay.
I'm not really, yeah, I'd say that I feel like maybe that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because of the way you behave is very mature, right? So that's also your moon in Capricorn anyways. So
Mm-hmm.
you're very mature, you're very controlled, you have control of your emotions, you feel at home with success, career, all that stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
probably have heard of that.
Yeah.
With your South Node, yeah, with your South Node in Aquarius, it often means that in a past life or past lives, you were um you're always there for people, like you were there for you compared to where you are being called now. So
Mm-hmm.
you were always like in service to others, or rather in service to the whole world, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you most likely like some kind of scientist or something to do with research. You were an innovator of some kind. You valued freedom for sure. Mm, what is this? You valued freedom, but you also kind of just like went along with the crowd and you didn't stand out.
Okay.
So in this life, you feel like maybe that's kind of still the case. You're not really standing out. You feel like as you got older, you wanted to have more independence. You wanted to do your own thing. Right.
Yeah.
That's the general gist of this Aquarius North South Node and Aquarius North Node Leo axis. But what I see here for some reason is that in a past life, at least one of them, um, you were mm, oh, on chart. Something to do with like you are some sort of guide or counselor or advisor to people, like a relationship sort of like you were always nursing relationships. You were always, and so what happened was um let me see here. So you were kind of like a nurse. Okay, you could also have been like an oracle, or rather you had these oracular gifts, but it was kind of challenged. Um, let's see here. Was it in Scorpio? Yeah. So that means that there was like a challenge of like power struggle with relationships. So you couldn't necessarily be the visionary that you are, right? So you have these abilities, but they're kind of like people and anything you got yourself into, any sort of agreement you agreed to was basically kind of like a roadblock, so to speak, to that path. And so you kind of in this life because you're seeing things in this life like differently. You're able to have you do have foresight. You see truth where it's supposed to be. Like you have premonitional gifts, abilities. You can predict things, foretell. We already know this one. Um, so you're kind of like Delphi. You know the Oracle of Delphi in Greece. You know about this. Oh, yeah.
I
Please
muted
go.
Phil because my son is showering and then like singing. I don't want you to get distracted. No, no, no.
Okay.
I don't like the Oracle. What's it called? You have to share with me the name so I can search.
Oracle of Delphi.
Delty?
Hmm. In
Okay,
Greece, ancient Greece. Yeah.
okay. Let me Google it while you explain to me.
Okay. Do I continue?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she was that kind of like oracle. She was like, she predicted things for people, but it was more about figuring out what that means for people. Like if you look at premonition itself, what is premonitions, right? It's not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
about this is going to happen to you. It's more
Mm-hmm.
about your intentions or what you want to do in the future. That's exactly
Mm-hmm.
what, right? So, um, you could have, it looks like you could have had trouble with this justice system in a past life or some in the past lives. Maybe you were being tracked, there was some sort of big brother thing going on, something to do with the law.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. It's just so quick. Delta. Delta.
Delphi,
DEF.
D
Can you?
L P H I
DE?
L
Uh-huh.
P H I.
PHI.
Mhm.
Oh, Delphi. And I'm Delta. Delta. Sorry, because it's just okay. The sound.
Okay,
Okay. Okay, continue. Okay. Sorry.
that's
That's
okay.
it.
Okay. So yeah, so there might have been some issues with the law. Um,
Mhm.
so you were required to be kind of either there was a lack of patience or there wasn't. So something
Mhm.
was happening there where maybe you were against customs or against status quo. Because
Mhm.
that's Aquarius. Aquarius is a rebel. Aquarius
Mhm.
is an innovator against it goes against the grain, against social status and all that stuff, right?
Right.
Customs, okay. Um, so, but you also probably had, technically, you could have had like this connection to Gaia, but again, it's almost like there's this power struggle going on, right? Um, you could also have been stuck, what do you call this? What's the word I'm looking for? Subjugated to do things according to who has power over you. Usually it's kind of like it's tied to this life, which is like relationships, people who are in control of you, who probably also bully you, you're very pressed, right? Because I see here also the word, do you see that word toro there? Right, it's bull, right? Spanish. So that often represents bullying
Okay.
or subjugation or something like that. But I don't know much about this asteroid because it's just a name for the asteroid and it's not based on a story. It's just like a
Okay.
name. So I
Okay.
haven't done much research on this one, but I'm putting it here because we can always go back to it. But in general, this is something to do with, yeah, like some sort of suppression, oppression, that
Right.
kind of stuff. Yeah. So you probably did experience this in this life. So that
Okay.
kind of hindered you from, in a way, from following your path when you were younger. Okay. So there's also Neith, whatever. She's one of the goddesses in ancient Egyptian mythology. Again, this is still new to me. There are some of these asteroids that are new. Even though I'm already working with 100 something asteroids, these are little minor adjustments, like
Okay.
additions, that I'm just like, okay, so she was like a goddess of war.
Okay.
If I were to look into the mythology of it, what did I see here? She was yeah, identified with the mother Ra and Apep when she was an infant. So something to do with water, because it's in the seventh house. The seventh house signifies contracts, relationships, weddings, commitments, open enemies. Um, so it's almost like there's this abundant, so to speak, or constant flow, or I would say I'm not really sure if I'm interpreting this right now because I haven't done the full research on this yet.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so we're she was on her loom, so she was a weaver. Okay, so primeval waters. She was associated with the Nile. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Having no
Okay.
husband, she has been. Oh, are you? Are you? Were you? Maybe in a previous life you were like a virgin.
Where?
Okay, that make that kind of okay. I'm not really sure here. Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
So we have South Node. What is that? South Node square. Okay, so it's also square Venus and Pluto. Is it square Pluto? Hold on, let me double check. Can't be square Pluto. That's strange. I'm gonna cheat a bit here.
Please go ahead. Yes.
Okay, let's see here. Let me follow the. Oh, because I'm looking at the moon. Sorry, one second. Okay, it's just square. Okay, so it's not really square Venus, although it has an effect on it. So in this life, you definitely had. Well, I wouldn't say definitely, but you could have had like power struggles with relationships in general. Um, there was kind of disharmony. You value serious relationships, right? You value very like committed relationships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's kind of like brought on by your past life as well, because it is there's an aspect. These lines are called aspects. That's just
Okay.
what they're called. Yeah, it just means that the potential for what could have happened, what will happen, what might happen, what did happen, different probabilities.
Right.
Um, okay. And then you also have here on the opposite side, Sedna. So um you've you could have like because of the skills you carried from the past life, you're very like you have the skill of you know how to work with technology. You're very good with structure and electricity, stuff like that with Aquarius. You know how to work with people. You just know how to like you understand people. You have this very unique perspective on life, and it's just okay, I understand what's going on. Like you're very quick to do that, and you also I don't want to give the wrong answer here. I'm going to open up my. One second. Um, okay. So you have this independent nature. You like myself, we're very independent, very scientific, logical. We're very also like humanitarians. Like we don't like corruption, right? So that's kind of what you brought in from you're also we're very altruistic. So you brought that in from your past life. These are the gifts of your past life. But sometimes what happens is if we fall back into our past life stuff, like what feels like very comfortable, we tend to become we tend to be kind of like I want to say, but I don't want to be negative about it, but like eccentric, sometimes radical, sometimes
No, no, please tell me how
kind
it
of
is.
cold. But yeah,
Because,
but
I
kind of
mean,
like cold, like kind of cold sometimes, or very stubborn. This is
a
this is
starter,
a
yeah, I
certain
can take a starter for sure.
yeah.
I mean, because, I
Um,
mean, we have,
mhm,
I don't know, where is the sleepers? We have the light and the shadows, we have to love them both.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're because your South Node is in the 10th house, that often deals with like, um, you often look for anything to do with reputation that it's not really, in fact, you don't really care about reputation. You kind of did, maybe a little bit, but it's more about, well, I want to do it my way. Okay. So you
Okay.
probably did things that were very, um, it's just, it's like, you're weird. You're just eccentric. People. So you look for things that were also unusual. But when I say weird, I mean like things that were of the future.
It
You didn't
wasn't,
like,
yeah, that wasn't so common to the today's time. Okay.
yeah, yeah. However, um, a lot of the jobs still that you had though, or at least with your career, the people you worked for, your bosses, they tended to be like within the system,
Mm.
right? So it could be anything from any sort of form of system. It could be anything from the bank system to what is, hold on, let me double check here. What is, don't tell me. Okay. So this is Capricorn. Could have been like business stuff, anything that's related, it's anything that could
Corporate,
be
yeah.
related to tradition. Yeah. Um, what else? What do we have here? Okay. It could have been in places that were, I don't know if you worked in like high up in mountains or quarries or storehouses. Uh, I mean, these are just like examples. Um, but again, a lot of it is corporate for sure. Where there's like also government, right? That's part of that system as well. Could have been a church or some kind of organization. Um, anywhere where there's an actual hierarchy. Could have been in trades as well, right? Uh, any sort of form of authority. So police, talking like judges, um, employment
Yeah,
agencies.
I worked as a human resources a
Mhm,
manager in a home
mhm,
care system, in a home
yeah.
care, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Your moon is in, yeah, it's conjunct to, yeah, that makes sense. The moon is,
I'm gonna keep
not, it
listening
doesn't,
to you while I take my blood pressure.
that's okay. It's not just, the moon isn't just, our, isn't just the home. Sometimes the moon is often associated with the home, but it's also like our, what do you call this? What's that word? What am I looking for? It's kind of like nervous system. It's like our senses. So with it being in Capricorn, when you sense things, usually they come out through the skin, the bones. You're one of those people that goes, I feel it in my bones. We have that saying in English, I feel it in my bones. For you, it's literal. If you feel something in your bones, you feel it in your bones, and your skin as well is part of that. So you have this like, I would say you have like clairsentience as well. That's unless, let me see. Oh. It's potential. Let me see. Sun.
I do,
Oh,
I
your
do,
moon.
I do
Okay.
have like a little bit of clarity because I mean, I don't know, I can't, I
Mhm.
think that I have experienced a little bit of all of them,
Okay.
but yeah.
Well, your Saturn was in Libra, so that adds sensitivity to your moon. You're not, even though you have control of your emotions, there's sensitivity to you. You're like, I want like serious relationship, but I want it to be like, you want it, there's a, there's a perfectionist streak about you that it's like, you, in this life at least, you're like, I want my relationship to be absolutely perfect. I actually want to be in control. That's how it is. So, um, so that's how it is, when you carry that from your past life, that shows to me that you also were very sensitive in the past life. It shows to me here like it's in Aquarius, but Aquarius is ruled by Saturn traditionally, but also ruled by Uranus. Where's Uranus here? So you, yeah, okay. um, yeah, power was a thing. Power was an issue in the past, in past lives. So when you didn't have control over your own experiments, your innovation, your ideas, your mind, like it just
Mhm.
wasn't like, you weren't relating with humans. It's almost
Right.
like you felt this sort of, I don't know if I would say okay, I wouldn't say there, there most likely would have been like resentment. Okay, especially like with the justice system. So something to do with, like it felt like it wasn't a just relationship. It wasn't even, it wasn't equal. It wasn't that. So you kind of still play that out in this life a little bit, or you did play it out at a younger age, but then you started to learn more about your own sovereignty, your own independence.
Oh yeah,
And that's
yeah.
where, yeah, and that's where we go into excuse me, the North Node. Usually there's asteroids that I find with the South Node. For you, you didn't have asteroids there. So what that means is that I would say it feels like there wasn't a lot of complication, so to speak, in a past life or past lives, but I'm not really sure yet. Okay, so because there are other asteroids that I've yet to discover, um, and so those provide me the details. But right now, I don't see any. Like I look in this chart, there wasn't any, nothing, right? So, but that doesn't mean that nothing happened. Okay, um,
Yeah, I
let me go
understand.
back to let me go back to um, Aquarius here. You could also have been like a hippie, a kind of a hippie, or you worked with maybe you worked with maybe you worked with machinery. I'm not sure. Feel like it's STEMist. So STEMist is, hold on, let me double check with them. Mm, sacred site. She's about sacred energy, sacred sites, energy lines, like ley lines. Um, so you could have had worked in places where you did kind of, maybe you understood where there are important places where there were sacred sites. So that's where you were also potentially, like a kind of like, yeah, you were potentially like an oracle. You just thought where things were, but again, there were like issues with the law or something. Like it's like almost like you were hiding it. It's almost like you were in a community because it says your south node is conjunct. It's actually connected to the cusp of the 11th house, and
Yeah,
it means it's more. Sorry.
now that you're saying that, because I thought you meant like an actual oracle, but you didn't mean that. You meant like a woman, because that's how they were called oracle,
Okay.
the one who tell the or predict.
Yeah.
I did a one of someone from another group. She's becoming like a hypnotherapist, and
Mm-hmm.
and she did like a past life regression.
Mm.
I mean, she was practicing. You need to make hours. Like you need to do hours in order for you to get the certification. Anyways, when she did that to me, she said that she took me back to Egypt. Like she
Mm.
took me to a previous life where I
Mm-hmm.
was in Egypt, and she asked me like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an advisor. Like I tell people like what to do. Like like an oracle. Like you just
Mm-hmm.
said." And that just came to me.
Advisor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like an
Yeah.
advisor exactly to someone
Mm-hmm.
high, like like I was like a servant, but I was like an oracle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you
For
mm,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. You could have, yeah. So you also worked possibly with, I'm not sure if you worked in any sort of vineyard places where it's fresh ground, like new cultivated ground. There's new earth, um, or
Well,
somewhere where there's, um,
I moved to a new home, so that can count. Like a new ground
Well,
build.
that probably, yeah, that can be tied to that too. Yeah, 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 because it's
I
still
mean,
Aquarius.
yeah,
Hmm.
because yeah. Other than that, like I don't recall. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. Because if we were to look at your moon itself, where you like your home, right? We remember we looked at Capricorn here. Your moon is in Capricorn, but what rules Capricorn is Saturn. Saturn was in Libra. And but here Saturn is conjunct Jupiter. So that means that you don't just like relationships that are stable, but also kind of like relationships that kind of like grow, relationships that always expand and change. So change is kind of like your thing as well. You also kind of like, you kind of have a business approach to relationships in a way. Not necessarily business, but there's a kind of
Yeah, I do
transaction.
think like that. I mean, I think that a relationship should always grow, exchange, expand.
Hmm.
You can tell when you have like a good relationship because you both grow as a couple
Hmm.
and as an individual.
Hmm.
Like I
Yeah,
don't like to be the stereotypical like it's the same shit all the time, like boring or
yeah,
you do your thing and then like there's no growth, there's no communication. It
hmm,
sucks. So
yeah,
yes.
absolutely. Yeah. So that's what it's showing me here with your moon. That's why. So whenever you move, you want it to be like you, because it's, you need to move because this place is it's starting to taste stale, kind of like, it's not my thing anymore. Even though Capricorn likes stability, Capricorn still has that wisdom. So you know within yourself, it's like I need to be wise about this, like, but also literally wise. But there's that sort of unspoken wisdom, from experience. You learn from experience, learn from experience. Go ahead. Um, what were we talking about? Okay, so going back to how it was before, you carry that over to your current life, which is now in your North Node. North Node was in 0 degrees, just like also it's always the same degree, always the same, right? So it also was in 0 degrees, 49 minutes in Leo. Now, why I say 49 minutes, that's just for me, okay? um, um, So you're being called now, your soul wants to, or you chose to, and we don't really know this unless we're really, really connected with our higher self. But our soul knows what to do and what we're being called to and what's kind of like what resonates with us. But sometimes the North Node is something like scary, something that is sort of, unknown path and like, ooh. So in this life, there are several things. First, you've been looking for things that are like more like your own thing. It's um, my own ideas, my own creativity. You want to feel more sovereign, and you actually want to have fun. You're more about it's in the tie to the fifth house. So that means that how that's tied to the south node is that in the past you were more like in service to others and then getting some sort of compensation for them. This life is more like, no, I want to do my own thing. I want to have fun. I want to be like a child. I want to enjoy what I'm doing and really actually be honest with it. You want to actually explore, or at least in your earlier life, you wanted to explore relationships that were kind of like, or at least not wanted to, more like you felt this pull, even though it's kind of like, it's unfamiliar, and you felt this pull to move into that direction. You were also being pulled to kind of find ways to connect. There's several things here. Okay, one of them is you have here Apophis. There's actually an asteroid here called Svato, which is like related to one of the Slavic gods. I don't know much about him, so we're gonna go back next time, okay? But Apophis, what I realized here is Apophis has to do with shadow. I wouldn't say necessarily shadow, but like he was like the evil in ancient Egyptian culture, and he was you're okay, like
Something I don't. My eyes is jumping. Do you see that? Like
Yeah,
so weird. Yeah.
it's okay.
Sorry, did I look weird?
No, no, no. I thought you were just tired. I was like, okay.
Oh no no no
Um,
no.
okay. So Apophis was, um, let's see here. He was, he had, he was like a dragon, basically. Really long, right? So this life, I don't know if you are kind of being called towards dragon energy or serpent energy. Something to do with that. Something to do with, and also something to do with, because Apophis is very long, so it's almost like you're being called to weigh things out in the long run, kind of like look towards what in it for the future, because that ties in with your past life. Aquarian energy is all about 20 years ahead, 2,000 years ahead. This is Aquarian energy. It's very innovative, it's very future oriented, but it's also past oriented. It honors the past, so brings it to the future. That's very Aquarian. It's like, how do we learn from the past and what can we do towards a better future? That's always Aquarian.
Right.
Um, so in this life, it's almost like you're being called towards this energy of serpent. Like this year is this year of the snake, right? So it's interesting how the year of the snake is a year of completion.
Holy shit! Something just came to me.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, I had this crazy dream with a snake. It was like a
Mm-hmm.
very like center, like meditative position, like, and then that was like before I moved here. And then like a few days later, a snake appeared in my backyard. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, maybe that's like a totem or a spirit or a guide, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you're saying that this is the year of the snake, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that was a message for me to like new beginnings, because a snake sheds their skin, and they throw all the old whatever, and like telling me like this move, like like I was shedding something old to come to something new. Holy,
Mm-hmm.
continue. I like.
Yeah. But it's also about like completion, which actually ties in with Apophis or Apep. Apep is the other god. He's he's connected to umbilical cords. So Apep is like, so when you say umbilical cord, it means kind of like going back to your roots where you were born, like that energy of like connection to Mother Nature, nature to deeper than that. Because Apophis was, I believe Apophis is tied to the primordial energy of the universe, which is where bursting comes in, where there's new life. So something to do with that. Again, I haven't done the research on it that much, but looking at the mythology, I'm just like, oh, I get it. Okay. Um, so primeval energy as well. So primeval waters, primeval and primordial energies. So going back
Okay.
to your, yeah, really going back, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
um, what else is there? Yeah, primeval chaos. There you go. So the beginning of time, sort of thing, right? But it also means that your soul wants to kind of go through this underworld part of yourself where you have this battle, where you're kind of like, you have to kind of go deeper into more than just, well, it is shadow work, but it's like figuring out your inner ancient primordial powers. That's why you can see the future. You have premonitional abilities, so you can see that because you have that from the past. That's why the past is just as important as the future. That's what I'm getting here. So
Interesting.
yeah, so working with your good and evil side, that
Yeah, yeah,
separation, and then bringing together, yes, the shadow. That's why I said shadow earlier.
yeah.
Um, you also are being called towards magic. Yeah,
I do,
I
yeah.
see her. Hmm. He has a magical gaze, so something to do with magic. Um, something to do with also being kind of like a sort of a defender, right? Earthquakes. I don't know if something to do with earthquakes. Earthquakes
I
could be
live in
like changes.
California, so
Yeah,
well, I don't
but
know if
also
it's
in
literally, but if regardless, yes,
I yeah
things can like move me in certain way that it's just like beyond. Yeah.
yeah. It could be internal earthquakes too, because that's actually tied to Uranus, and Uranus is the modern ruling planet of Aquarius. So this is why it's happening now. We're in the age of Aquarius. It's things are shaking up. So this is the earthquake thing, and and I
Big
understand where you're coming
time.
from. I used to live in LA, so so
Yeah.
yeah. So, anyways, okay, keep. You gonna say something?
No, no, no. That yep.
Okay,
That's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
And so, really going through the underworld of yourself, going through the deeper sides of yourself, primordial energy, not just shadow work, but like those so-called like taboo energies,
Hmm.
working with that. Um, Relating to electricity as well, something to do with thunderstorms, electricity, and water, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because it's like Aquarius is called the water bearer, but it's an air sign. So,
Yes.
but the thing with air is like, if you look at the history of Uranus, the planet or Uranus, it's also the equivalent of Uranus in Greek mythology is Atlas. He was
Yeah.
a sky bearer, so he's carried the sky, meaning
Uh-huh.
in this case carrying knowledge. The water
Yeah.
bearer is actually knowledge that's within our emotions, the information hidden within emotion that's actually in the progression of cycles of elements. You have fire, earth, air, water. But before you have water, you have knowledge. But before you have knowledge, you have experience. So it carries over that lineage, so-called the elemental lineage of into water, which is transformation, emotion. But in emotions are actual vital information.
Right. Of
It's
course.
not just here, it's deep here within the heart.
Yeah.
So, and that's funny because Aquarius ties in with Leo. It's always they always represent each other's shadows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Leo rules the heart. So that is emotions. I'm getting goosebumps telling you this right now.
Me too. You're talking to me, and everything is like like up
Yeah,
and down my entire body.
there you go. So this is why I love doing this. This is the beautiful part I love about doing
Yes.
all this stuff,
Yes.
right? I
I
don't just like
love it.
stating the facts,
Yes. No. No.
but
No. Oh my God. You're freaking right. Like
mhm.
I'm enjoying every bit.
Okay, awesome. It's also something to do with being a cat, something to do with cats. So I don't know if you're getting a cat or you already have cats. And oh, yeah, hello. What? I can't hear you. What?
Oh my God, I was talking all this time. Yeah, I just my cat was scratching the door literally for me to open it, and then you started talking about that. That is
There you
crazy.
go.
Yes. And by the
Yeah.
way, I was told that I came from the planet Larian, which is the
Oh, that's
planet of the cat, the lion, the lions.
um. Well, let's take a look. You have multiple past lives. So, um, and by past life, it doesn't necessarily mean like past life, like because in reality, we see things in a linear way, right? In this
Yeah,
reality, you get
I
it.
get it.
So,
Hmm.
so in a different experience,
Hmm.
let's go call it that. I'm
Yeah.
going to take a look at your fixed star chart. Let's see what I get here. 1 second. I close this for a second so I can open that one. Your most previous recent life is Lyra in Vega, right here. But it's not conjunct, so oh, it is. No, it is. No, you're the yeah, it's right here. Lyra conjunct your moon. Yeah. So that means you know what Lyrans are, right? Or did they tell you what that is? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. I can't hear you. What?
My goodness, and I've been talking out of
Okay.
my butt. They are, yeah, they are like the lions. Oh my God, the word just escaped out of my mouth. Eh, Coño, they are beings from another planet, and they are the the galactic, not fighters. How do you call that? Oh my God,
Like Guardian?
they are part of like the galactic,
Galactic, like, what do you call that?
whatever. But yeah,
I know
something
what
like
you're
that.
saying. I'll show
Yeah,
you this book. Um,
those are the reptilian,
yeah.
aren't they? No.
That's well, not really reptilian. I think so. That one, but that was just the front page. So
Ah, okay.
Lyrans are from, that's okay.
From
Constellation
Lyra.
Vega.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So they are, okay. So very like, so you probably had like blonde hair. Um,
Oh wait, wait, wait. Aren't they like the cats, like the like lion type of looking he beings?
oh, there are lions, yes, but from different regions. Here,
Okay.
lion, feline,
Yeah.
from in the Taurus and the Lyra system.
Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, there you go. Exactly, yeah.
Hmm. This is just a depiction, okay? It's not really what they're supposed
No,
to
no,
look like, but
I
kind
know.
of,
Yeah.
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 Okay. So, what is that? Cosmic Law of One? Okay. Um, which ties into what you have now, like what you're going through now, because you know it's almost like your past life was exactly you were supposed to experience what you were supposed to experience. Let's go back into that thing here. One second. So that's your most recent life, your galactic life. The second most recent, oh, you have Aquila, conjunct your south node. I don't know much about this fixed star. I'm new to fixed stars. Okay, so um, conjunct Venus here. Oh, you were from Spica, constellation of Virgo. Spicans are like the Arcturian, very gentle, very warm, very intelligent. Um, that was your other older past life. One of your older past lives. Let me see if there's. Oh, also Spica. Yeah, because it's. Yeah. So you went back there somehow. You went back there. You were there, and you were really ancient. Like, like I don't know when. I don't know the exact time. Okay, but the charts can't. Well, I'd have to contact. I have to talk to a numerologist as well. See what they can say about the numbers. Um, you have this look on your face. What's going on? Muted, muted, muted. Right?
I am trying to do research about because I never heard of a speaker.
Yeah, they're close to the planet
So a
Arcturus.
speaker are beings.
Yeah.
So how do I Google it? Because I just search it,
That's
search a
okay.
speaker beings, and they are
Yeah,
showing me like kids. Shit. Let me see.
what's going on here?
A speaker beings, right? Beings.
What's going on?
Mythology. Okay, let's see. Okay, they're showing like an angel kind of thing in Virgo. Oh, this is
They're
interesting.
close. Yeah, they're close. The Arcturians are like this. They're bluish in skin.
Uh-huh. Yes.
But the Spicans are not like that. No. Let me look in my let me look into my here.
Maybe is it like the stars? How do you call those things that you can see the shape of a lion and things like that? The but of Virgo.
Constellation. Oh, the
Constellation of Virgo.
constellation. Yeah.
Is it a
Yeah,
speak
it's
a
the
constellation of
constellation of
Virgo?
Virgo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on 1 second here. Let me open another file here. I have 2 books that show me what a lot of the races, the intergalactic species look like.
Oh, cool. What book is that?
One is called A Gift from the Stars, and the
Okay.
other one is called, sorry, to go back here. The other one is called Extraterrestrial Species Almanac.
Okay. A gift from the star. Let me search one more. I'm so sorry. Gift from the
Okay.
star.
Yeah. By Elena Danan. She's from France.
Delina.
Elena.
Elena.
Elena. Yeah.
Okay, Elena. Let me see.
Yeah.
Dr. Michael. No, let me put the name. A gift from the stars. Elena Danan.
Danan. Danan.
Danan. Yes, Danan.
Yeah, Danan. Yeah.
Is it the one that it has like a human face and then a star and then like a
Yeah.
no, that's not it. Is it?
Dark blue image.
And wait. Oh Jesus.
Here, I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah, please. Because I am seeing a couple of
Um, yeah,
oh, okay, that one, yes.
yeah.
Okay. I saw it and
Then the one you
and
saw earlier, one
and
with
then
the
the
alien face, the reptilian
yes.
or lizard. Yeah.
And the other one is like, I'm so sorry, the name of it?
The other one is called uh, Extraterrestrial Species Almanac.
Okay, extra
I don't have an image of what they look like.
no, um, extra species.
The other one looks like this.
Okay. Okay, found it.
Yeah. Extraterrestrial Species
Species
Almanac. Yeah.
almanac. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't see Spica Slither, so I'm not sure. Spica. Spicus is the
It's,
company I work for. Similar
ah,
sounding. Spican. They are from, I'll show you from the website.
okay, because I see a speaking, and it's just show like a constellation of Virgo.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, if we go, no. If we go to this one, right? Spica, fixed star Spica, it's in the constellation.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's Virgo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just like that.
So this just shows they don't. This doesn't show what they look like. This just shows the interpretation by Ptolemy. He was one of the. He's like an ancient astrologer and something else, a philosopher or something like that. I don't remember, but
Okay.
they were very negative. when the way to see, look at this unfruitfulness, unscrupulousness, and sometimes they'll say like death in life, and this is just very, very like doom and gloom. Their
Yeah,
interpretation of the fixed stars are just like it's
like
not can't
dark.
be yeah, it can't be taken literally though. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, okay, so we digressed a bit, but that's fine. Where are we going? Let me close those other books because um, it will take up
I don't know what's.
energy. Like it'll. One second here.
I don't know what the heck is
Okay.
going on. Yeah.
You check your blood pressure.
Yeah, because I am feeling a little bit like a little bit of when you get like low blood pressure, like the pressure here
Uh-huh.
that goes like in my head. And I'm like, what the
Yeah.
heck is going on? And I do take blood pressure medication. So I'm feeling a little bit weird. But anyways, don't worry.
Okay. Your sun is in the sixth house, so you deal with a lot of heart issues, like it's the heart, maybe upper back, chest area. So the pulmonary system. Yeah. Okay. Are you just kind of like, is it doing that? It's okay. You need to relax while you're doing this. I know. So it's okay.
Yeah, it's 115. What?
Over.
72 is good. Over 72.
Yeah.
It's normal,
Yeah.
like within the range. I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm feeling this. I don't know why I'm feeling this weird, as if I'm struggling either with high or low. Anyways, but good. I'm good.
Mm, oh, you. I think maybe because you're talking to me.
Is it? Oh.
You're very. Um. Sometimes you struggle with the your heart with your Neptune in your nervous system.
Mhm.
Neptune rules the nervous system, just
Oh.
like Uranus does. But Neptune rules more like what is your Neptune rule? It's more than just the nervous system. It's what is it here? It rules okay. Your lymphatic and nervous system. That's the one. Okay. So could also be your spinal canal, any mental processes you go through. So your Mercury, actually let's look at first of all, let's look at your actually yeah, let's go to Mercury. So your Mercury is in Libra, right? Um it's in the sixth house. So whenever you relate with someone and you feel maybe if it's a certain energy that's too, I would say, maybe if it's too exciting, it's
Uh-huh.
not like there's no stability, it's too nervous, that
Yeah.
affects your mind, that affects your
Everything.
thought process. Yeah. And because Libra is very sensitive,
Yeah.
um, that in itself shows the sensitivity that comes through your heart. Your heart is also sensitive. So when you have these heart, anything you have, it's affected because Mercury rules Virgo. And so any thoughts that you have directly, your thoughts, any thoughts you have, especially if it's
That's
like
stressful.
really, yeah, especially if it's rude, what do you call this? Connected to relationships, like how you relate with people, how people talk to you. It goes straight from here to here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh. But you also have Chiron, which rules Virgo. Chiron here is trine though to your sun. However, Chiron in retrograde means that um, there's a repetition of I have the same placement of Chiron. It's also retrograde. What that means is anything to do with your senses here, this area of the head, right? So if
Very sad.
you're,
Yeah.
yeah, so you've had to really kind of calm your energy down
Yeah.
in order for your heart to feel good.
Yep. Oh my God. On point. Yes. Just like that.
Yeah. So that's why you have to be careful about your senses. Sorry, if I'm speaking too loud though, I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. You actually your voice is very like soft, so trust me. But
Okay, that's
I
what I've
like
been
that.
told.
Like
Yeah.
here with my son and here I'm like I am always like as if I have like like autistic because I am so sensitive with the ear, with the
Yeah.
noises that I hear it like yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
I used to block it. So for me it's a different position, but I used to block mine, and it caused me to have a hearing loss, and that
Mm,
shows up in my chart. But mine's tied to reputation. Whenever I get like issues regarding like self-worth, because
uh-huh.
Chiron in Taurus is tied to Venus. So when Venus, for you, when you relate with people and they're not accepting you for who you are, and there's no evenness and there's no balance, no harmony, it affects your self-worth, and you feel this sort of like, it's sort of like,
Yep,
so
just
you're, yeah,
don't
so
hold
one of
back.
your,
Talk to me clear like that. I don't mind. Like, trust me. But yeah,
yeah,
that's how it
so,
is.
yeah, yeah. You feel really good when you're always on equal terms with others. And that's where you find your power. You feel more empowered when relationships are actually, yes, in control, but not
Balance. Yeah.
necessarily you're in control, but you are
Balance.
both
Yeah.
on equal terms. Sorry?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So it all kind of relates to each other. So if you have equal relationships with people, it actually balances out with your heart as well and your mind, whatever you're thinking, your thoughts, your ears, your eyes, sort of, yeah, your eyes, your senses. That's Taurus. However, your Taurus is also opposite Uranus. So this is where you also have to be careful about your nervous system.
Yeah.
So when you're around people who are like really high energy, just too much, and it's just, and also unpredictability, I bet you when you were growing up, you had to deal with any sort of unpredictability because it was just like, you get
Yeah.
this sort of like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually, it twitches here in your head. There's a twitching in your head. Um, but it also twitches in terms of like, um, where's Aquarius? What else is, oh, okay. So Aquarius rules your 11th house. So communities that you're in, you want to make sure you're in a community or group settings or friends that are, um, they did challenge you, but that didn't make you feel good. So you've had to learn how to balance your perception of people and how your self-worth and your value of yourself connects is related to those people, right? And that affects you directly with your nervous system. It's all up here, here, and down to your nerves.
That's how I am. Just like that.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah,
my head is not okay, the rest of it, forget it. It's a mess, especially here.
yeah. That's right. So you have to take care of your heart. Heart is important.
Yes.
So anything that's joyful, anything that's, fun and easygoing, like
Yeah.
having fun with information, not being so serious, and
Yes.
I'm sure you had to let go of perfectionism, right?
Yes,
A
because
lot
you
of
know
it.
how Virgos are.
Yeah,
Like I like things well done, and I have to learn to let go.
yeah, I know. It's an earth
Like
energy.
almost for survival.
Yeah, yeah. So I can understand. It's okay. So yeah, and your body will tell you anyways. That's part of, that's also part of the universe. It's like the body is just a manifestation of consciousness. So the body will tell you what your soul came here to learn, but also what is, so that it, I guess you can say so that you elevate. I don't like the word elevate that much anymore. Expand more, right? So yeah, I can understand. I'm a Libra, so but I have my Sun conjunct Pluto, and I have Pluto Sun conjunct trine my Moon. What that means is I can I can I can work with trauma, but I also have Moon square the aspect uh Mars, and also square Mercury, my Mercury Uranus conjunction. So I'm used to getting that high energy, and I'm always transforming, and I'm just like, so I've learned to literally like cut off anyone, not so much cut off, but lessen anyone who has where I feel disempowered. If I feel disempowered by them, no more.
Yeah, the boundaries, coño, in another word.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so Apophis is that. But you're also having to experience things related to what is this one here? Arachne. Arachne is spiders. So I don't know if you are um drawn or being led to spiders. Hold on. Because Arachne was the first spider in mythology. She's also about divine gifts. She have like these God-given talents, like these gifts and talents that just like people will probably be like jealous of you because of that.
Can you
Um,
repeat that? Can you repeat that again to make sure that I understood it correctly?
the gift, the
Yeah.
divine gifts, yeah. Um, like people might be jealous of that. You might,
Of the divine gift?
yeah, like the
Ah,
talents
okay.
that you have, especially with the prophecies,
Okay,
right?
okay. Mhm.
Yeah, because you're very creative. You're being called to be more creative and intuitive. Having confidence as well in yourself, but to use the powers properly as well, because they're
Mhm.
really powerful, right?
Right, right.
Um, yeah, and but sometimes you also have to come back from the dead.
Yes.
So transformation, right? So you're also being called to be more introspective and being true to yourself, right? The inner knowing. So you could also have been getting into things like other types of skill sets like arts and crafts, poetry, art itself,
I
makeup.
love painting. I love
Okay,
decorating. I love like
awesome.
making. So yeah.
Hmm.
I love
You
everything
like?
that like makeup, nails, designing and paper, painting. Yeah.
Hmm. Have you ever been called to do any sort of weaving, sewing, weaving? No?
At one point, I did. I actually bought
Okay,
like even two two machines that I never use.
that's fine.
Yeah. No, no. I'm just bringing it here. Sorry, my son.
You're showing me a sewing machine?
My son was telling me something. No, yeah, but I did for like even to like sewing machines and I love fashion. Like I wanted to go to fashion, like to learn how to design and things like that. So yeah.
Okay. How about silk? Do you like, have you ever worked with silk?
No, but I do
No.
love how silk looks. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's
never,
very,
like I don't work with it, but I love how chic and sexy and feminine.
it's soft. And it's very comfortable because it's like, ooh.
Yes. Exactly, and also that.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, so maybe, have you ever been interested in working with, not because I'm vegan, so I don't necessarily go for this kind of stuff, but silk producing animals?
Producing what?
Silk producing animals.
Ah, no, 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 no.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay. So you like painting, so you're working with colors and dyes.
yeah.
Um, Poetry. Okay. So art, maybe. Okay. Um, I'm not sure if this is part of it, but because your Arachne is your tied to your North Node, and your North
Mm-hmm,
Node is conjunct your fifth house cusp. But fifth house is about having fun. So, and I'm
mm-hmm.
just gonna say it out, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Have
just
you met have you met anyone, or have you been in any slave master BDSM relationship?
no,
No? Okay. Okay.
no.
No, because
Like the
that's
wait. Elaborate a little more on that.
BDSM stands for what is it? Um um
Like how many?
bondage something slave master. It's that kind of a trust. It's that sort of kink. It's a sexual kink where you trust each other so much that you're willing to. It's very
Go,
Scorpio energy.
coño. No, not really.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
No, but I wish. Why not? I mean,
Okay.
I think that it would depend on I don't know the connection. You know,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. The one thing that actually caught my attention here is the placement of Heimdall.
A
Um,
what?
right, Heimdall. Do you remember Heimdall from Thor, the movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So Heimdall is part of the myth.
yeah.
But Heimdall is how do I describe Heimdall? He's like the gatekeeper, right? Naturally. But Heimdall is about that skill that you have now, able to foresee things. You also now kind of like also an advisor, counselor, which ties into the skills you have with mediumship or
Right.
psychic abilities or more. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so again, it goes back to premonitions and prophecies. Okay.
Yeah.
uh, uh-huh. Enigmas, anything that's enigmatic. Um, it's also tied to things that are mysterious and
Mm-hmm.
obscurity, mysteries. So that kind of ties in with what we were talking about earlier about was it Clemens? I forgot what it was. Something to do with the unknown,
Yeah. Yeah.
the unexpected. Okay,
Yeah.
and also working with the unconscious to making it conscious. So that ties
Yeah.
in with the shadow work.
Yeah.
Um, and it still ties into what we're doing right now. So you are actually working towards like some sort of cleanliness as you're cleaning, as you're washing dishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not just a Virgo thing. It's actually part of your journey.
Oh,
Where
okay. Okay.
what does it mean to be clean? You know,
Yeah.
metaphysically, energetically, psychologically, spiritually,
Yeah.
etc. Yeah, and also
Okay. I
to
like that.
and also to work with your sense of integrity,
Yes.
standing your ground. That's also part of it.
Yes.
Um, so working with the ego as well, not against
Yeah.
it, with it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
Um, Definitely also like maybe like recovering things, maybe finding lost things. So I think that you continuously work with your psychic abilities,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Yeah.
Because it says here, because it says here recovery of things, so finding lost things.
Looks item. Yeah. And actually, lately, yes.
Okay, interesting. So maybe
Interesting.
like,
Yes.
so maybe like, what
It's
if
so
you get
funny because
called? Uh,
like once you close the door, the calls like that, like let's say with intuition and all that, you don't really like think of using it. And lately, I've been a little bit like attuned at home, and I'm like, well, why I don't apply this here in my everyday to become what I'm trying to be, you know?
yeah. You're also meant to go full circle with many things. This is why you're also getting the snake image, because it's tied to completion. The Ouroboros, the snake eating itself.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
the symbol of the, yes, because it's completion.
Yeah.
So that's Heimdall. Heimdall represents completion. So it's something to do also with the number nine, that's for sure. And this year is a number nine.
Oh, well, the
Yes.
month I'm a Virgo, so month number 9.
There you go. So there you go. That's part of that as well.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not sure if it ties into something related to nine mothers.
9 mothers?
hmm There's something about nine mothers because something about um, Heimdall in the mythology had nine mothers. So
Hmm.
something about multiple lineage.
I have to search about that. I have to.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Also, so Heimdall is also about boundaries, having boundaries, borders, literal borders as well, literal
Yeah.
boundaries. Um, Again, those signs, omens. Um, you don't want to give readings, of course, that are like a doomsday sort of prediction, but that might be part of it too.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
mhm. Wealth within. Okay, that's wonderful. So here's the whole thing. You can also be like a summoner of some kind, a seer, a channeler. So I feel like, because I noticed this about you, it's just like you're not just doing mediumship. I think you can do more than that.
Yeah, well, I have like a little business that I do the healing Reiki with different modalities. I do the
Hmm.
tarot reading. I do like I do a few things. So
Okay,
yes,
that's fine.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
So again, so maybe that's tied to like the healing, the recovery part as well. So lost
yes,
things, not necessarily like finding yourself, but lost, right?
yes. I get
hmm
it. Yes.
And working with time, something about time, spatial and temporal rifts. I'm not sure. Also,
Well,
sparkly. Sorry, what? Sorry.
no, like literally, like you would say that about time, but one of the healing ways that I can do or work with is like working with timelines
Mm,
to clear certain things. So
there you go. So you're
yeah,
on the right path. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, Heimdall also rules sparkly, shiny things. So if you work with gemstones, that's
Yeah, I do.
normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I do
do.
too.
I work with lithotherapy
hmm
and crystal. Litho is about crystals. So yeah,
hmm
that and life.
hmm Uh, Something also with gold and white, or like the color gold or gold itself and white. Um, I'm not sure what that is, but there's something about that. Also working with also now it ties to the health stuff, like your head, ears, and eyes. The normal, that's part of it. Here's where it's interesting. Do you did you have a lot of relationships or romantic affairs? I wouldn't say a lot, but did you have romantic affairs where the people were, well, let me ask a question. Um, were they by any chance bisexual? Oh, or you just didn't know?
I only have, like, to be honest, two, and I
Okay.
married one of them. So, and
Okay.
they're like,
Well,
well, not that I know, but yeah,
okay. That's a possibility because
yeah, that
I've
could
seen
be,
it
yeah,
before. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, because you have Heimdall square Saturn. Okay, that's why. So there's a limitation there. That explains
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, there you go. Um, did you have to work hard
I
at
have.
some of the relationships? Yeah. Like it was like a toil kind of hard, like
Toil like what do you mean?
toil and like it felt like a lot of hard work, but it was worth it.
Well,
Like you
yes.
went through a lot of trials.
I mean, I'm still going through.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been married for 18 years.
Yeah, I can see that here. Heracles is 7 degrees in in Taurus. So I would say you work hard to trying to explore your identity itself, yourself, your purpose, your journeys, anything you get into, especially if it's new. Um, but sometimes you question that. You still kind of question that. You question your own strength. That's what Heracles in retrograde here shows. You're questioning your ability to go through the trial. Um, and it's sort of like you've had to find an inner strength instead, right? So, and it's tied to Sedna as well, which Sedna in retrograde means that somehow you've had to go through how to accept what you cannot control, like really like absolute like forgiveness and really letting it go. But there are times where it's just kind of like, so it continues to happen. You continuously go through an actual physical metamorphosis. That's Sedna. Sedna is like the farthest planet today. Um, there's also part of you that is highly gifted when it comes to like your own magic and power and sorcery and all of that stuff. You're talking like powerful, and you embody that, but you doubt it, right? Yeah. When you have chaos here, you have chaos retrograde also. Chaos is primordial energy. So it's very powerful. It's very like old. You have old powers. You have primordial powers within you. And it's really tied to the body, but it's also tied definitely through your senses. I would say all of the clairs. All of the clairs. I think 6 of them or 8 of them. There's about I don't know. So all of them. But there's a doubt behind it because it keeps happening. You're like you're being tested. You have to work hard at it. You have to work hard at it. But I think you just keep going, and you're when you find that you're truly truly what do you call this? Focusing on your own sovereignty, like to
Hmm.
be, and really like it's funny because I didn't mention this, but Orcus here is a dwarf planet. It's a dwarf planet is bigger than an asteroid. Um, and Orcus is the ruler of the underworld. He's like Pluto. He's like Hades, but Orcus was about any sort of thing that you agree to. It's like a contract, but it's more about introspection. It's related to a lot of introspection, related to what is it that I really, really want, or at a soul level, from the heart, especially because it's Leo here. So you've had to deal with a lot of the ego stuff, ego transformation,
Yeah.
underworld, sort of like digging into the ego, connecting things. You know, what does it mean to have an ego, and really working with that energy, but also angelic energy. I don't know if you've worked with angels before, or if you do it now.
I did a Reiki master. I became Reiki master and an angelic Reiki master or angelic Reiki,
There you go.
yeah, and
Hmm.
Egyptian too.
Hmm. So do you also work with sexual energy? Because you have Mars here as well. Mars
I
is Mars is aggressive energy, it's leadership energy, it's aggression or assertiveness. It it's like it's down in the base of the body, but also up in the head.
okay. I have
So
to, well, yeah.
sorry, go ahead. You were gonna say something else.
No. I want to finish hearing what you have to say so I can tell you.
Okay. Yeah, so Mars is that energy. That's why you have Heimdall here. So he's also about, um, I'm not saying that you had to do this, but it's in a way to work with um, well, impregnation. that sort of impregnation energy. That means that when you're, it's not literal. It's that whole like creating a seed and
Yeah.
growing it.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. But also having to be kind of like a, not only like a teacher, but also like a prodigy yourself. You must have had, maybe issues with relationships and yourself when you doubted it, and because you're very wise. You're like one of the kid whiz, right? But there's a lot of like, you see, that's what I'm saying. You feel like you never had it, but actually it's there. So that's what I'm saying. So you have this lineage of past lives, past your ancestry, your past lives, but way beyond that as well. Like as we talked about the primordial energy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And this is when I doubt.
Hmm. So yeah. So sometimes, yeah, because of it's part of being human. And
Yeah.
you're also working with like, you're also learning how to be more harmonious with people and also children, specifically with children as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm trying.
mhm, yeah, you have here Harmonia. She was one of the muses, I believe. She represents harmony. Um, she's like the peaceful warrior. She's like Lady Godiva, peaceful like
Mhm.
protest kind of stuff, right?
O-
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. So working through a lot of pain and suffering, this kind of stuff like happiness. What is happiness? What is safety? What is love? Right? Um, yeah. Let's see here.
Give me 1 second, honey. Give me 1 second. I'm so
Sure, sure,
sorry. My aunt is calling me. 1 second.
sure. Go ahead, go ahead. Oh, all good. But you're still muted for some reason.
Okay. My aunt always called me too. Every night.
I can tell
Hello?
something
Oh,
about your
okay.
aunt.
Oh, you can hear me,
I
right?
can
Okay.
tell something. Yeah, I can hear you. I can tell something about your aunt a little bit from your chart.
Yes. Yes, please.
So your aunt would be your parents' sibling.
My what?
Your aunt would be one of your parents' siblings, right?
Yes, yes.
So
My
that means,
mother's. Yeah.
mhm. So that could either be the sixth house or the 12th house. So some of your aunts or uncles, any of them or one of them, were very kind of like you as well. They're kind of a perfectionist, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Or they're idealistic as well.
Also too.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
Anyway, that's a general thing I want to say here because I don't want to talk about your aunts. But I see it here. So,
Yeah, but
um,
that's how it is. Yes, they are.
mhm, mhm. So the other thing you're also working with is, I noticed you're like, do you work with talismans?
No, I should have, but
Okay.
no, I
Okay.
don't.
Okay. When you got married, you did not get wedding gifts, did you?
Didn't get what?
You didn't really get wedding gifts, right? Or they were
No,
small.
no,
Yeah.
because it was
Okay.
so small.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
got,
I can see it.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see
but
it.
but like once I went to visit his family because he's Turkish, like I told you.
Yeah, yeah.
They,
That's fine.
you know how the tradition, like they give you like a lot of gold.
Oh
I
yeah,
I
that's
did
right. I
this,
think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, I did receive that.
yeah. Okay, cool. Was there issues with prejudice and kind of social stigma with the family, with his family, like or stereotypes?
I mean, I think that they might be like with others, not with me, but if they are with others, maybe with me, because you know how it is behind their back,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm assuming, I mean, you can tell the little things here and there that they are like, like the culture is better, or they have
Hmm.
something better. Like, they make those comments. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're kind of, yeah, because I can see, yeah, they're kind of, Saturn is pulling back at that. Saturn shows here the traditionalism and pulling
Yeah.
back into the old system or structures. Yeah, I can see that.
Yes.
But that kind of creates a disharmony for you and your marriage, even your children sometimes. But you work through that because it's like, and so it's like, okay, how do I let this go? But at the same time, honor myself.
Oh, 100%.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, that's for sure.
yeah. Because there's a
Like,
gift behind Sedna. So good. Yeah. Hmm.
no, yeah, that's how it is. Like, you respect me and I respect you, and then we peace, in peace. You can believe what you
Hmm.
want, but without crossing the line, right?
Yeah. And there's something here about Sedna. What is that? Okay. Um, do you still work through? Sedna, what it is.
Today is New Year's Eve, Chinese New
Where?
Year's Eve, and you're not
Where?
supposed to, huh?
Oh, sorry. What? What?
That today is like New Year's Eve. I mean, New Year's, Chinese New Year's.
No.
And you're not supposed to be cleaning and doing anything, and that's not what I'm super.
I can't. So what'd you say? I
It's
can't hear
fine.
you.
Never mind.
Okay.
I know. I changed the freaking conversation. That was so random.
That's fine. That's fine. So I see something else here with Sedna.
Yeah.
Sedna is in your first house. So did you get bullied for like body stuff?
Body.
Yeah, when you were younger. Or
Uh,
do you get that with family somehow?
no, oh,
Like,
yeah, no,
no?
not with family, but maybe because we are not like those big pump, like big booty kind of woman, you know, like the
You're
pumpies.
saying you're not?
No, no.
Okay, because I see here Sedna is retrograde, so that means it's like Sedna rules like blubber and fat. So, but in
Yeah.
retrograde, it's almost like the opposite.
Yeah, no, we don't. I mean, we most of the women in my family, they have beautiful legs. We are tall. And I mean we do
Mm,
have booties, but some of us don't. And I am included.
okay, okay, cool.
But they do
Um,
have like when it comes to how we look, and even though I don't have a lot of butt, but my physique, like like I am even, let's say.
okay. Yeah. Um, well, just I would say just like evenly shaped. I would say, right?
Exactly,
Because I'm a
exactly.
Taurus. Okay, you look more like the Taurus sort of thing. You're in a way kind of like also like the Ram, because your ascendant is also tied to the first house, which is your body. Um, but it's 1 second, I got distracted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's so it's basically how you typically look. Aries means that you have this sort of like very sharp look, like I don't know how to describe, very head on kind of look, like there's a sort of like a oomph kind of thing to it.
Yeah.
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 Um, Possibly also something to do a lot with the head, because Aries rules the head, and also the adrenal, what is it called? The adrenal glands or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. So a lot of like high energy thing you were born with. This is what I'm talking about when you were born.
Oh,
Um, a lot of fire as well. So Um, I can't. Hold on. I don't. I would have to go back into the other asteroids because I don't see what else is in here. But that's the general gist of it. Again, we'll go back to that next time. Um. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyways, I was digressing myself.
Oh yeah, am I working you out today?
No, 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 no. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Um, it's just my thing. Sometimes when I get too loud and then I talk and then it affects my hearing. So, but that's okay. This one's not like that. It's not like I don't want to do this. I want to do this. So that's
Oh.
different. Yeah. If this was back at work, I'd be like, I try to relax as much as possible because I'm just like, I
Of course, of course. Yes. Yes,
don't.
I get it.
Mhm. The other thing here too is like Cleopatra. Um, how do I describe? Was how do you describe Cleopatra? 8 degrees. Was there? Is your husband actually kind of intimate, or the opposite?
Oh, what?
Your husband, is he kind of intimate, or he is actually not intimate? I feel like there's. I feel like he can be, but there's a kind of like hesitance towards it sometimes, maybe.
We can be intimate, yeah. Yeah. We could, yeah. We have.
Okay. Okay. When I say, when I mean intimate, as in like like being able to talk to each other, heart to heart.
Like enjoy, yes.
Yes. Hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
when it comes like to well, sexually is different than a talk heart to heart conversation. He's not like that type of showing his feeling or talking about it. He's not confrontational.
Uh huh.
You know what I
Uh huh.
mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't. No.
Okay. It might show here. Did you have a You're not close to your father, aren't you?
No, no.
You're not close. Okay.
I mean, I know my
Sorry.
father, but we didn't grow up together with him.
Yeah.
We had a
Mm-hmm.
stepfather. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he left late. He left early in your life, or
No,
he.
my mom divorced him for whatever reason. They were not getting along, and then my mom remarried, and my stepfather was like my real father. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, because he wasn't like that.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
your father was quite aloof.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see here. Sun square Neptune. Okay.
Yes.
Did you find?
Yes.
Did you find? Did you find a foreigner? Did you find somebody else, like a foreigner?
Him?
Mm-hmm.
Many. Did he
Okay.
stay
That's
with
good.
them? No.
No, yeah, it's Neptune. He's very much fluid with the relationship. He's sexually fluid, possibly.
Yes. Oh, he
Yeah,
was a puto. Sure, you know what's that?
I think.
He was a
Oh my
puto.
gosh.
So he was a male puto. So he had many, many. That's why they didn't last.
Well, that
My mom
explains
was
the
a Virgo
Heimdall thing.
too.
Sorry?
My mom was a Virgo too.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that.
Okay. That explains the Heimdall thing, because Heimdall here is in these asteroids here in Leo, and it's ruled by the sun. The sun rules Leo. That explains the father figure. So it's tied to your fatherly figures. Any fatherly
Exactly.
figure you have, your father. Okay, got it. So he
Yeah.
wasn't really honest, right? There was a lot of like
Yeah.
lack of integrity. Okay, that
Yes.
explains it.
Yes. Yes.
He was kind of also like in
A
a way for you,
cheater.
like a yeah. He was also
Yeah.
kind of like um a trigger for you, or he's probably not sure anymore, but he was probably a trigger for you, like you would your shadow work and stuff like that. Like if he's, in a way, he's kind of like not to say like not the evil, but kind of like whenever there's men in your life, it's kind of or fatherly figures, it's almost like
Oh yeah.
there's
Because
a
maybe
rejection happening, or he's kind of like, yeah,
But you know how that is too, because when you are in your mother's womb, everything that she experienced and felt is passed down to you. So
Yeah.
sometimes we live through life with the feelings that it doesn't even belong to us or we never experienced.
Hmm.
So yeah, yeah, I have tried, yes,
Okay.
to work
I'm
with the
just.
family constellation when it comes to that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, but yes, that it is. Yeah, that is in my life. Yes.
Okay. Um, your children could be also kind of like you, like a progeny. They're probably good at things that might surprise other people. Not
My
sure because
son.
it's in the. You're sure? Yeah. Hmm.
Well, oh my God. I mean, I don't know what to say because obviously he's my son, right? But
Hmm.
I do recognize that he can be good. He can be good at many things that he wants to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's for sure. Yeah.
You
That's
like.
for
Hmm. So So that explains it. So your fifth house placement here in Leo, and you have. You also have Cleopatra here rules multiculturalism. So that explains your son. If you didn't tell me this before and I looked at it, I would have been able to tell. Oh, your son comes from different backgrounds. But
Yeah.
since you already told me, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
um, there's something else that I saw earlier, which is tied to, I believe it's tied to Heimdall. Let me double check. Something about, hold on. No, it's tied to Harmonia. Do you have Native American background?
I mean, I believe we do somehow because in my country, Dominican Republic, we have
Mm-hmm.
the Native American or the Indian, los Indian there.
Mm-hmm.
How to say
Mm-hmm.
it? But yeah, like we are a mixed race, so I would think so. I would
Okay.
believe it
Yeah.
somehow.
Okay.
And apart from
Okay.
that, well, anyways, if you finish, I'll be able to give you more details to see if that applies to that.
No, no, I'm just staying here just because of what I saw earlier, something about Indian culture, like Native American culture.
Native American more, yes, yes.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Uh, does your son have any speech-related skill, oratory? Maybe he has problems with speech or something.
A speech?
Yeah.
Eh, Thank God, now that I'm aware.
Okay. That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um, inherited wealth?
The only
No,
well
that's not.
is
Okay.
problem. The,
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
the only one that we inherited, no, that's BS. I mean, we inherited like the good lineage passed down shit,
Okay.
but not money for sure.
That's okay. That's fine. Um, was there any? I'm just wondering if there's something to do with. I don't think law breaking is part of this. Like any sort of rebellion, propaganda within family. I don't think so, right? But sense of family duty as well is definitely there. I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
But also like gender equality. Like you
Yeah.
wanted. Okay. But sometimes it's kind of like because of the Turkish background, the stereotype of
But when it
Turkish.
comes to him, oh, forget about it. I mean, I don't know. Like he, from what I see from his family, that's an improvement. Like I have shown him different. And I think that was
Mm,
part of our uh, uh, meeting. Like our the purpose of
mhm,
our meeting and marrying. Even
mhm,
though
mhm,
he's like very hands-on when it comes to masculine energy, uh, But I don't know, like maybe because it's a little bit more convenient, let's say, to have a quality. Like he's more into this era in order when it comes to think about that. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
But I see his fathers, his father, his uncles. Like
Mhm.
like I see the patterns there.
Okay.
But from my family side, I don't know. Maybe you also too. Like the man has to work and be like that masculine energy. But
mhm.
the last few generations, let's say like the last two, which is me and or the last three, because I was the last one. He's more into equality.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
okay to be equal when it comes to bringing money or things at home or the kids. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm. Um, so how old is your son?
He's 12. He came to the camera, but he didn't say, look at him. Like, oh.
So
He gets, you see how he pushed me? Like embarrassed.
that's okay.
But he's
Um,
12.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's any concerns about like school stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
He's so smart, but he's like,
there you go. Yeah, I
doing
see it
his,
here.
yeah.
Because
Doing
he's
his,
probably, yeah, your son is probably highly, like his EQ is probably high, just as his IQ.
he's
But
very
there's,
smart.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah, that explains that. Okay. But there is that
Exactly.
strong Mars energy I told you about earlier. I want to go deeper into that. What did I see here?
Sit down, papito.
Um,
Enjoy. Have a seat.
let's see here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if your son speaks both Spanish and Turkish.
I mean, because he never speaks to him in Turkish. I spoke to him. I mean, he went the whole elementary 4 years in bilingual Spanish and English. And
Hmm.
I would believe, I mean, if he speaks to them, I mean, if they speak to him, because even his grandparents used to speak to him when he was smaller, and he started to speak, but you know, we don't.
Hmm.
He doesn't do it that often.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Even with Spanish, it's so hard because he doesn't speak Spanish, you know. And even though like we've gone to both of our countries, and he's like here in Los Angeles, everybody's almost Latino. He
Yeah.
can get away. He can have a conversation, like short sentences.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like my Spanish. My Spanish is not that good. So.
But I don't know. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Trans location of which one? Oh, yeah. The Mars here shows more like working through the healing stuff because Mars is connected to wounding, and wounds are like physical wounds. Like so, Mars rules like accidents and all that stuff. So it could also be like it could be physical, it could be metaphysical, it could be energetic, this kind of stuff. So you are on the right path, I believe, when it comes to this kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's the kind of I didn't go too much into detail, but I kind of did. Um, that's that. Let's go into the places that you've been to in the past, because
Okay.
I did promise to do this one. I saw something here. What did I see now? You were in Leipzig in Germany in a past life. I don't know if you've ever
Really?
seen past life images. Like,
No.
no? Oh,
No, I mean the natal shot that I received wasn't as deep as this.
okay. Why did I see that? Oh, that's because it's not in this chart. Okay, hold on. Let me open that chart. 1 second here.
What a beautiful view you have of me.
What? What?
Me of those meme of like Cinderella, like am I sleeping beauty, like sleeping well, and then like this and go
Fine. It's fine.
funny.
If by any chance, I'm just gonna say this out. I feel like I want to say it, but it's like, just to be clear, I'm just like, I'd be more curious. Well, not more. If by any chance your husband knows about this and it's like, who's that guy? And it's like, um, the only person I'd be looking at would be your husband, not you. In terms of, you know what I'm saying? Like, get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I
So,
know. Don't
yeah.
worry.
So he has nothing to worry about. I'm just saying.
No.
Anyway, just wanted to say that.
he,
Felt like
but
saying.
he's not here. He
Um,
stepped out for a few minutes. But it would be
okay.
funny to hear him you saying that to see his reaction. But I have you on a speaker, so he listens. So no, he. Well, I don't know if he trusts that or he doesn't care that much.
Maybe. Maybe he hides it. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna open the places here and see what happens. Um, and I'm gonna close the other chart. Okay, so now I can have room here. Okay, now it's time to share it. Okay, here we go. That's why I was looking at the other charts. I'm like, I'm not seeing places. Okay, so I think you were in. I saw something like Germany.
I would
Oh,
like to know. I would
you
like
were
to hear about that.
in. Yeah, you were in. Where's this? Silesia. That's in Southern Europe.
Okay.
You know where that is? Silesia? I think it's
More or less,
Silesia.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Um,
one of my previous life were there.
yeah.
Oh,
Um, you could also have been in is this Lithuania or Lithuania?
oh, interesting.
Yeah. But it could have been like a short, I don't know if you were there continuously or it was like a visit. I can't
Like
really
those,
say, but yeah, you were definitely there at least, or either you were from there or you were there for a visit. I've yet to figure out what the retrograde in this way, what it means, because retrograde in astrology could mean many things, but
right?
usually retrograde means it's like a pullback, it's like an internal process, but we're
Yeah,
talking about places. So I'm like
right.
thinking something like private. I feel like
Okay,
it's more like something private. So you were there either for private business, you worked there privately, it was a small like a excursion for vacation or something like that,
right,
or you were only there for a while.
right. Okay.
And when I say for a while, it could be like a short visit or sorry.
I know, I get it. Yeah. Literally a
um
short visit.
yeah, so
Yes.
uh let's see here, what else do we have? What is this one? Is this in Czech Republic? Let me double check. I think I'm not sure what that place is. Let me keep going. No, that's not it. Ooh,
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, what did you find?
uh, is that China? Hold on.
I have to be like, tell me that I've been because let me tell you, I feel
Yeah,
that I've been. I think that I have a previous life in somewhere in Asia and in the Middle East
let me double check the
because I
Wikipedia.
love the culture. Like I love.
Oh, you got what? You love what?
Right. Okay. I thought that I was muted. I love that. Like I feel that in like in two of my previous lives, I was from either Asia and or Middle East
Okay.
because I am
I'd
so
have to
drawn.
look.
Like I love their culture.
I'd have to look into your fourth house too. That's explained also the past.
Okay.
But that's more like a human. Well, it's kind of the same. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Thésée. This is in France. You were
Okay.
in France. You were in Avignon, and you were in Thésée. That's
Oh,
showing
what's
me
the
right here.
tradition?
Hmm. You were also you were in Leipzig. This is Germany. So you were there for work mostly because it's
Okay.
in the South Node. Uh, what else do we have? Yeah, Northern Europe, Prussia, when used to be what it was combined. It's like Northern Germany with Poland today. You were
Really?
there as well. Hmm. So that
Dang.
means you were there in the 19th century. That's a
Oh
definite.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Has, what is this? Has, oh, also in Germany, Hasberg. Um, what else is there? Mm, yeah, back to Silesia. Is that, no. Yeah, yeah, Latvia for sure. What is this one? No, I think this is the Czech Republic. Hold on. Yeah, no, Slovakia. Štiavnica.
Wow. Can
You
you
were in,
imagine?
oh, I can imagine anything. Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. And you were in what is this one? Valencia.
But oh
That's,
my God, don't tell me, really.
yeah.
I don't
So
know. Maybe that's
you're,
why uh-huh.
but that's quick. What was that?
No, then maybe that's why I'm so drawn to like those like I mean, who isn't, right? If you're from another country, but there's just something inside. Like it moves me, you know. I don't know, Chinese, Japanese, like Asia, the Middle East. Like I just need to go to a Middle East, like you know those supermarkets that sometimes they just sell like their stuff and there's a lot of my energy changes into like I don't know how to explain it, and I just
Hmm.
love it.
Hmm.
Imagine in Venice, you know what I mean? Like I don't
Hmm.
know. Anyways, but that's my
No,
point.
no, it's
Yeah,
fine. It's fine. I'm listening.
it's just
This,
exciting, you know, because I have felt the shift that I get that I have when I'm like surrounded like that with that those cultures.
yeah,
In
that
fact,
makes
I
sense.
am living in a place. Well, you used to live in California, like Irvine. You know Irvine in Orange County.
I wasn't there, but I've heard of it. Yes,
Well,
I know. Yeah. UC
here
Irvine,
is
there's university there.
yeah, but here is like full of Asian. I feel like
Oh,
I'm in Japan or in China, like like all of them. Like
interesting.
this is a mini, well, a big Chinatown, let's say.
Mm,
Like
it's like my
super,
hometown.
yeah.
It's like my
It's
hometown. Okay.
mhm. Where are
Mm.
you again?
Edmonton. That's not my hometown where I am. I'm in
Ah,
Edmonton.
okay.
My hometown is Richmond in British
Oh,
Columbia, in Canada. I'm
okay.
from Canada. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, by the way, I know now why you're in California. Right there.
Oh, tell me why?
You're destined to be there,
Really,
or
why?
your soul chose to be there. Look at California
Ah,
right here.
okay,
North.
okay,
It's
okay.
conjunct your North Node. This is where you're learning a lot of your North Node stuff.
Yeah.
Just like in the
So,
state of California. Yeah. But you were also in Canada. Look at this.
wow.
Mississauga. You were in Mississauga. You were in Calgary, which is 3 hours from here. You were here
Wow.
somehow,
Wow.
or you have ancestry from here, or something related.
Well,
Family.
you are related now. My soul family. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, this is there's a reason why you meet people that you meet the people you meet, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. We can keep going with these things. It's definitely. I want to keep going. Actually, I want to see what else there is. So this is
Yes.
not India. This is Indianapolis or
Okay.
Indiana.
Okay.
So in a past life, you were probably in Indiana.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Where else? Let's keep going to the south node first before we keep on. Boston. You were in Boston in a past life. Auckland. You were in Auckland, New
Sydney.
Zealand.
What is that? Is that
Auckland?
Sydney
No,
too?
New Zealand. New Zealand.
Oh.
You were there. Yeah. Where else? Let's keep going. Oh, were you in Colombia? Do you have ancestry from Colombia? Medellin?
Medellin? I mean, I've
Yeah,
been
Medellin.
told when I was younger.
Okay. Okay.
But no,
Okay, that's,
no.
yeah, this, okay. That's
But not
fine.
literally like I like if I live a past life, no, no, not like that.
Okay, that's fine. Um, let's go back to, you said Egypt, right? Let's see
Give me
where
one
Egypt
sec.
is.
One sec. I'm
Sure,
so
sure,
sorry.
sure. Oh, I see why you're drawn to Egypt.
I want you to see
Oh,
my husband's face. I told him what you said to me. He's like in a shy, a smiling shyly,
yeah,
shy, whatever. Anyways,
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You have here Egypt, Trine Masa Alam in Egypt, Trine your North Node. This
okay,
is why you resonate with it a lot.
yeah, okay.
If you were to go there now, you would experience certain transformational
Where?
things. Egypt,
Oh my God, you don't know. You have no idea. Yes, I
yeah,
cannot die this life without going to Egypt.
particularly with this the city, the tourist town called Masa Alam. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Yeah, I was told that I had a previous life there too. Jose,
Um,
I'm gonna
I'm
send
not
you.
sure. Sorry, sorry.
I will send you an information of this woman. She's a little bit expensive, but she gives
It's
you
okay.
a freaking reading. Okay, anyways.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. And I mean
She
like
said it.
because she connects to she's a star she's like a star C whatever. Anyways. But continue.
Hmm,
Yeah.
that's fine. So I see here also in a past life you were in Mombasa.
Oh
I actually
wow.
Mombasa, that's in Kenya,
Yeah.
and also Tunisia,
Oh wow.
uh, and Africa in general.
Yes.
You're in Africa in general.
Wow.
So that's a past life. What else is there? If it's conjunct your moon, I'm not sure if you might be drawn to Ethiopia.
I mean no, but yes. You know what I mean?
You
Like
might
I
feel at
always
you might feel at home there. You might feel a sense of hominess there a little bit.
yeah, like when I hear it, I'm like, oh my God, cool, whatever. But not like yes. You know
Okay.
the
Yeah,
only
Egypt
place
is
that
strong.
the only place that I
Sorry, sorry.
feel like we are going back, and maybe because now when you said that, like I felt like, oh, I didn't have a good life there. Was
Hmm. Hmm.
come on, in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Ada, come,
I
come. Yep.
I also see why you're drawn to Japan.
Yeah, why?
First of all, it's it's part of your ancestry, like your past, not just past life, but yes, it's also a past life thing.
Yeah.
you were near the mountain, Mount Fuji,
Oh,
or this could also mean that you might feel at home there. You might feel a sense of hominess in Japan.
yeah. Yeah, like I can take that because even watching those K shows or C shows or whatever,
Okay.
I don't know, like I feel so good like watching it. You know what I mean? Because of
Oh
how
yeah.
when they show like those mountains and rural places. Yep.
Mm. You might. How do you feel about Taiwan? Because I feel like there you will
Yeah.
feel more. You'll feel like there's a sense of fantasy, but you might have concerns about your heart there as well.
Yeah. Like
Because
uh,
yeah, because it's tied to your Neptune, but Neptune is square your sun. Remember how earlier we talked about your nervous system?
yeah.
So it might be something interesting for you there, but you have to watch out for your health in Taiwan
Mm,
if you were to go there. Yeah. Um,
interesting.
there are several cities in Japan where I feel it's tied to your North Node, which means it's your path. There's several cities actually. What is this one here? Hyo- Hyogo in Japan. There's uh, Akashi. What's this one?
Really?
Maldives? Is this Maldives? Hold on. Oh, also in Maldives. Okay.
Where? Also where?
Maldives.
Really? I mean, well, I'm not that close, but can you imagine?
Yeah.
I love like that's another place that I cannot die this life without going there.
Yeah. There's Japan. There's certain cities in Japan. There's three that I see here for now. Tied to your North Node. So if you're gonna feel a bit drawn to that too. Mizushima, Akashi, Hyogo.
Oh,
There's another one here called
just when you're saying the names.
Yeah, because I took Japanese in high school.
Oh,
Kurashiki. Kurashiki.
oh my God. Amazing. I love it. I know.
Um,
Would you like to learn like Chinese or Japanese?
sorry,
Huh?
what is that? What is your question?
My son, like I'm asking him if he would like to learn Japanese or Chinese. Yeah. Because it will be good. Um, he's asking me
He's
why.
like,
He's like, why?
well, I think he wants something more, much more than just something that means more. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts getting interested in like, ET light language.
My son.
Yeah,
Well,
because
I hope so.
technically, yeah.
Like ETs is such a restaurant things and like for that.
Hmm.
Because his father is more like science. So I am more like a spiritual. So he's like in
Hmm.
between, and I want him to find out his, because he's exposed to both worlds.
Yeah.
So I am interested to see how what he will end up like making up, like what he would choose.
Oh, yeah, yeah. As long as you give him that freedom to
Oh yeah,
experiment and
definitely.
to,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't impose to anyone, but let
that's
alone my
good.
my
Which is
son.
which is beautiful because your North Node tied to the cusp of your fifth house. It also means that your North Node means that you allow your children to lead their lives
Yeah,
in their own way.
definitely. Yep, yep,
So
yep.
that
Yeah.
helps me when I'm talking to you right there. It gave me this inspiration to tell you that. So thank you as
Oh
well.
wow. Are you
So it's
kidding
this
me?
is
Thank you.
oh yeah. So it's teamwork. There you go.
I love it. Are you kidding
Mm,
me? This is amazing. I'm getting
thank
I'm
you.
getting to know about myself.
Oh yeah. There's more. This we as an astrologer we continuously look at our charts over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there, well, I mean, well, good that I'm recording this because other than that, even if you send me that, I wouldn't be able to read shit.
So that's why. Yeah. That's why. So I'm
Yeah.
helping you decode the charts. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, what else do I see here? Mm, oh, you're drawn to China specifically. Yeah, there's things. Yeah, it's in a past life, but also current life thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Really?
you have a past life in Western China, Xinjiang.
Really?
Yeah,
Coño, I knew it.
the Uyghurs. You know the Uyghurs, right? Are you familiar with
Yes,
that?
I knew it.
Yeah,
You don't know how, like, I love it. I just wanna.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're Turkic as well. They're not Chinese.
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah,
well, I mean, I know you know that,
it
but
done.
but
Yeah.
there's other parts here too. Like there's several cities here in China. I don't know how to Jiang something. Jiang. What is this one? Jiangxi. I don't know if I'm saying the right tone. Guizhou.
Oh
That's
my
also
God.
part of it. Uh, there's also what
I
is this
just
one
love it.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Oh, Shandong, Shanghai. What is it?
Shanghai, you said?
I'm seeing something else. Hold on one second. Mm, oops, I can't tell what this is. Um, Shantou. Oh, that's in southern China, Guangdong,
Mm-hmm.
Cantonese speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Uh, this is now Aleppo. Aleppo? Is that? Oh, that's in Syria.
Mm.
Huh.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll go back to the other ones. Yeah. Nantou, that's in Japan, I believe. Or is it not? No, it's in China. No. Okay.
Mm.
So I just wanted to go back to that. Um, hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of places in China.
I'm telling you. I am telling
Hmm.
you.
Oh, Turkmenistan.
Really?
Yeah, that's another one. That's an ancestry, but also something you can go into if you ever
Mm-hmm.
get curious. There's also Masada, which is in southern Israel. It's an ancient fortification.
You see. Well, I mean, somewhere in the middle. I mean, I don't know, but anyways, like around. I don't know, around
Oh
there.
yeah, if I were to if we were to go through the list, you could like visit those places whenever you can. You can just do remote viewing too.
I'm. Do you do that?
Uh I did no, not yet. I've done remote viewing in other people's places,
Yeah.
but not for traveling. I did remote viewing for the inauguration,
Hmm.
so it was just fun. But
I was supposed to get a class, like a little mini class of remote viewing, but I was not inspired by. I don't know because
so
by the person, even
when
though
you
she's great.
when you close your eyes, do you get images right away?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Then you can
That's how I
remote
get
view.
details. Like when I do the mediumship, that's why I get details of places because it's like I am there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes they show me like if they are in the family house or how the house look or certain features or they show me like like a room and things like
Mhm.
that. But me, I don't know if it's like a mental thing that you think that you would. What would I? How can I do remote viewing when I don't know how that place look? looks. You know what I mean? But when I do the reading mediumship, I don't know where they live. These people, these souls, and they show me. You know what I mean? So
You could
I.
try.
Mhm.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. That was
You
it.
you could try. What do you call it? You could try looking at just one place of the city,
Mm-hmm.
like get an image from the internet, and then you literally visualize yourself doing that. You could also try doing like a candle exercise where you imagine that you're in front of the candle, and what you want to do is um, feel the distance between you and the candle,
Mm-hmm.
sense the energy between you and the candle,
Mm-hmm.
and know that the existence of the candle is tied to you as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think something like that, but I'm not sure if that'll work. But that one's a little deeper, I find, because I got visuals for two guides doing that.
Really?
Yeah, but not, yeah, so it wasn't remote viewing, it was different. But
Yeah.
I think with remote viewing, you just have to go into deeper states of meditation, um, which I think for you, you would need like a really quiet place. You have Mercury in Libra, so it's like you need to be able to access that.
Yes.
Um, I'm just wondering where else. Let's see. Neptune is usually tied to the clairs as well. But I want to see. Hold on, let me go put this down for a second here. I'm going to look at your other chart and see where Horus is. I believe I saw Horus. I don't remember where it was though.
Okay.
Because that might give me clues as to where. Ah, yeah, it is. It's in Aquarius. So you
Oh.
have if you put effort into your clairs a lot more,
Mm-hmm.
usually within like it has a lot to do with relating with people. So if you let's see what this does. I think that it's somehow tied to is that Callista or Calliope? Well, let me double check here, okay?
Yeah.
Um, oh, well, Callisto. No, it's Calliope. Ah, you need music. You
Music?
need music to hone your clairs, and
Really?
you need to be out in nature.
I was told that. Oh my God, I really need to go. I cannot wait for these people to do this patio because right now the patio is not done and it's like, like dust. Like, I
Yeah.
know I need to walk, like walk. There's a lot of nature around here. Like.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah. So you
Okay.
can do that, and then that way you can uh not sure if there's a place that you might remote view almost right away. There's this one called Tekar something. Where is that? Uh, oh, it's in Japan.
Oh.
Tekaridake. Tekaridake. So you
Uh,
might remote view that, not necessarily right away, but I wouldn't doubt it. Because you have to go deeper. It's your Horus and Artemis are conjunct to each other, but they're retrograde. So you would have to continuously do it. Because retrograde means
okay.
like a repetition of
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So you really have to
Okay.
hone it. You really have to, yeah.
Okay. I can try. I need to
But you can use,
meditate.
yeah, you can go into nature, but you can also use technology that feels more, that might lead you there too.
Yeah.
So if you can find some sort of like one of those solfeggio frequencies,
Mm.
That'll help you to, I don't know what frequency is good for that. I don't know. Something to do with the pineal gland right here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're
that
giving me ideas.
that is let me see what, hold on 1 second here. Um okay. Because if you go into the heart chakra, so it can reduce intuition frequency, third eye chakra, so 852 hertz.
852.
852,
Oh,
yeah,
wait, let me write that
852
down.
hertz. I'll send it to
A.
you.
Okay. Okay.
852 hertz, and also the Neptune,
Oh,
Neptune's frequency. Yes, the
and how
planets
did
have
you
a
look for
frequency.
it? How do you?
Oh, I have a list of it.
Oh, oh my gosh, share, please.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you. But the Neptune's frequency is 211.44.
Okay.
So that might help with
So,
the.
so I need to connect rather the planets than the place in order for me to do like that connection.
Kind of, but it's through the frequency, really. And you
Okay.
also want to make sure you set your intentions. So,
Okay.
okay, set your intentions first. Get a visual of the place you want to go to, and then,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
because it's worked. It worked for me because I was like, one of my coaches led me to like this visualization. I was in Arizona. What is that? The that thing. You know what I'm talking about in Arizona.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
the
Let
portal.
me. Yes.
Yeah.
Those places like Mount Chester and whatever. Those right.
Mhm,
Anyways,
mhm,
but
mhm,
you know what? You know what? I'm
mhm.
gonna try to do that, but I'm gonna visit you, and then I'm gonna tell you the things I see, and then you will tell me if that's how
Wait,
it is.
me?
But not you, like your home, like by your
Oh,
area. Like not your,
that's okay.
not you. No, 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 no.
Because I'd be
I
like,
not,
wait a second. Don't, sorry, no, I'd have to text you first. I'll have to message you first. Okay, not at this time because I'm watching something. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
no, no,
I'm
no.
joking. I'm
No,
joking.
no. I mean like your surrounding, not your home. No, no. I mean I don't
Okay.
dare to do that. But like your surroundings. Let's
Oh
say
yeah,
like
that's
your
fine.
streets and things like that. That would be
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
because other than that, like how would I know? Even though if I like visit a place that
You want to try it
even
now?
or even with my family, I can try that too. So
Yeah, you can try it now.
give me 1 second. Let me see something. Wait. Sorry.
Okay.
But hold on. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I can do that. Not necessarily with you. Yes, I know that would be so invasive. You will feel bad, but I can do that with my family. Why not? I mean, but I already freaking know the places. Anyways, don't worry. I'll find out. Don't worry. I'm not going to
Okay, that's
invade
fine.
your
No,
privacy.
it's fine. I was just kind of curious. I noticed too, you probably might be drawn to Estonia.
Estonia.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Estonia.
Really?
Hmm. And also the Elba River. Something about the Elba River. I don't know what that is.
Elbow River. River.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Europe.
In Europe.
Yeah, and I also see here the Nemunas River in Lithuania,
Hmm.
um, Zealand, which is one of the provinces in the Netherlands, and also Marma. What is this one? Oh, Marmara in Turkey. Sea of Marmara. Yeah? Oh, wait, you're muted. Muted what?
I am telling you, like it came when I go to those places or I've been to certain places, it's like I knew.
Mm-hmm. Right. So Estonia is one of them too. What is this one? Bunch of places in the Czech Republic as well. Is this Russia? Please. Is that Ukraine? Oh, Bulgaria. Viska. It's more about like in your subconscious though, but still, it might be connected to that. It's not a past life thing. It's something you're drawn to now. Um, there's a city called Český Krumlov in Czech Republic. It's a town. What's the other one here? Horke. That's in also in Horke or Horshke?
I mean, I can
Horke.
do like remote viewing those spaces and then like Google it and see, if I get something like it.
Okay.
That I could
Because
do
if you,
that.
yeah, what I'm saying is that because if you look at just one image of the place and then let the rest be from there, that might give you what
You don't
I'm
say
saying
like
now.
visit it first in your mind and then Google it, like search. I
Yeah,
just you think that won't influence?
yeah, yeah.
It won't influence?
I I'm not sure because if you don't ever know if you don't know the place, it's kind of like a starting point.
Yeah,
Because if you're just going anywhere, then that's great too. But if you want
I
to do a
understand.
specific place,
Yeah.
yeah, because again that's what I did when I went to remote view. What is that place? The portal? Yeah, the portal in Arizona. The that red rock thingy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the name. Um, another place would be what is it? Um, Kroměříž in also Czech Republic. You're getting a lot of Czech Republic too. Huh.
Mm,
Yeah, definitely Czech Republic right there. Czech means
yeah,
Czechoslovakia. So that
yeah, yeah,
region, that the two countries that used to be one.
yeah.
Um, and there's also again is that Hungary? No, this is a river in where is this? Uh, somewhere close to Hungary. Okay. Keep going.
Hungary.
Yeah. France, Lyon, France. Uh, Strasbourg in Germany. Or is this in Eastern France? I forgot. What's this Ottoman? Is that Turkey? Oh no, that's in Germany.
Burgur, yes.
No, that's in France. That's in France.
Where?
This one?
Which one? Burgur? Which one is in France?
No, Ottmarsheim. But it's in France
Ah,
because
Ottoman.
yeah, because there's the eastern part of France has German communities there.
Yes, yes.
This Burgund, I think this is Burgundy. Yeah, that's Burgundy in France.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Eisen, this is in Germany.
Hmm. So those
Um,
places are the one that I feel drawn to.
you could be, but the one that caught your attention more, I think, is because of your African lineage, like your ancestors, not just ancestry, but like your past lives. I think that's
Yeah,
why you
it
were
might be
drawn to it
Africa.
first. Yeah, that's probably why I was there first. But the other ones could be just more for Like maybe they might come later. I'm not sure. Uh, that's also in Germany. What is that? I don't know what that is. Keep going. Almost done here. What is this called?
I am enjoying it.
Sardinia? Is this, what is this? Oh, Sardinia in Italy. Southern Italy.
Mm,
Right there. Sardinia. Uh, Portugal. Oh, okay. Kaz, is that Kazan? Yeah, that's Kazan in Russia. Right there. What? Right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Russia as well too here. The school.
So, but okay, so all these places is the one that I am drawing like in this life. Like it would be interesting for me to go.
It would be, it kind of ties in with your path forward. So it's a trine aspect. So that
Oh,
usually
okay,
means that
okay,
it's,
okay, okay.
yeah.
I get it. Okay.
I also
Oh,
see here
that's
Britannia. So Brita, which
oh
means Great Britain. So
yes,
UK.
the Great Britain, la Gran
Uh, there's,
Bretaña.
there's also Tavan in, where is this? Spain.
Taban.
Yeah. Tavanes in, no, this is Switzerland. Sorry. This is
Taban
Switzerland.
is
Uh-huh. In Switzerland. It's a French-speaking area of
I.
Switzerland.
But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't like to go to Switzerland? You know? No, it's just let me see.
Mhm.
Location depending on the context. In Turkish, Taban means no. The
Yeah.
hell places.
Mhm. There's also Snowdonia, which is like a mountain in the, what do you call this? In Wales.
Wales, London.
Mhm. Snowdonia. No, Wales. Wales, it's a country.
Where? Wales.
Yeah.
Where? Let me see how you spell it. I'm sorry. Where?
Uh, Snowdonia? Hang on.
Oh, okay. I thought that you meant like Wales. I mean, like Wales.
Okay. Where am I going? Here. Snowden, sorry. Snowden. Yeah. Or Arwidzva. Sorry. This is the place. Yeah. It's a mountain. Oh, what? You're muted. What? No, you're still muted.
It takes forever to like for the things to load. If for me to
It's
unmute.
okay.
That I got
Okay.
stuck a little bit in Taban. Taban.
Ah, okay.
And let me see what I let
That's
me
fine.
see. Taban can refer to several places. Taban, bugged. Also, like the five saints. This mountain massif, Massif, is located near the trip border of Mongolia, China, and Russia. Is the highest peak, and
Oh,
then
you mean Tuvan.
Taban, yeah,
Ah.
and then Altai Taban, a bugged national park. This is situated in Mongolia, and then villages in no, but this is village in Iran too. There is a village called Taban there, and
Mm.
then Taban, West Azerbaijan, a village in the
Mhm.
West Azerbaijan province of Iran. Okay,
Okay.
Azerbaijan. Anyways, okay.
Mhm. That's fine.
Okay, now we know the location.
Mm.
Oh, there you go. Ooh, I love it. You see, that's beautiful.
There's another place here called Nuts. What is that? Oh, that's in Texas.
Niagara
Okay.
Falls Park?
No, this one.
Which one is that
I
one?
don't know how to pronounce that one.
Macon. Yeah, I know. I was killing those names too. Naco Dutch, Texas, Naco Dutch,
Oh,
whatever, Texas.
Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches, sorry, Nacogdoches. I
Yeah,
killed that. Anyways, but yeah,
that's in
okay,
Texas. That's another place.
yeah.
So, and then a few more places here. Nauru. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Never mind. Oh, there's also there's this one, Deception Island, a volcano in the Antarctica.
Where?
This one,
Let me see.
yeah, Deception Island.
Deception Island. Wow,
Yeah,
Deception. Only with that name.
yeah, in Antarctica.
Yes.
So that's tied to your North Node really right away. So that means that if you ever get pulled to it, there's a possibility that you might. But again, it depends on what happens now. So there you go. So that's the. Some of the other ones are like in North America, like what is this one? What is it?
Listen to me. I'm like, okay, North America, not interested. But
This one, Aconcagua.
Aconcagua.
Anyways, I'm just saying.
Argentina.
Now,
Aconcagua?
yeah,
Yeah, it says it right there. Aconcagua
yeah,
Mountain and River, Argentina.
yeah.
Let me
So
see.
I'm just saying it's tied to your North Node, so that means it's a potential.
Right,
So,
right, right.
and I think that's most of the places. But yeah, the Egypt one is very strong. I see why, because you have a lot of places. You have a lot of like places that you were in before, right? I see Venezuela as well here, Paraguay. I saw Africa. I saw Mombasa. I saw Tunisia, or rather Kenya. Um, Japan was there too. China. You've been everywhere. Uh, yeah, parts of Europe. Oh, it's just in what is this one? Oh yeah, Japan, China. Uh, what is this? Uh, um, Sanya, Sanya. Oh, that's in Hainan. Oh, that's Hainan. That's that small island south of China. Not Taiwan. It's like this smaller island. You're muted. What? No. You're muted.
My goodness, I swear with this. No, that I'm like, oh, let me see where is that Hainan. Hainan. I'm looking in the how do you say in Google?
hmm
Hainan. What is it? Hainan what? And what is it?
This one, Sanya, Hainan.
Sanya.
Ooh, look at that.
Wow, look at that water.
It's kind of a
Wow.
modern.
Wow. I mean, you wouldn't think, why not? Why wouldn't they have like that kind of water? How beautiful. Well, I did.
Oh, you were also in I see this other place. Um Buryatia, Russia. They are
Mm,
um I
Russia,
think they're yeah,
Russia.
I think yeah, parts of Russia, but they
Yeah.
are right here. You see how it's like they're close to Tuva,
Okay, let me see Tuva.
Mongolia.
Tuva.
They I think they speak a Turkic language.
Ala.
Oh, it's Mongolic. It's Mongolic. Yeah.
Mongolia.
It's Mongolic, yeah. It's related to Mongolian. And then there's another one. Oops. There's that one here. Mm.
Oh my God.
Oh, in the Philippines.
Where? What?
This
Mount
one.
Pinatubo?
Pinatubo. Yeah.
Where is that? Wait,
Northern
let
part
me.
of the Philippines. Yeah.
Uh, where?
It exploded one. And then now it's not
Oh my
like that.
God. I mean, the Philippines and those beautiful, crazy beaches that are like to die for.
Hmm. But you were there somehow. You passed life.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So,
I love the island. I love the water. Like places like that, like fills me. Every time, like I mean, every time, and I only been there once, but when I went to Hawaii, oh my God, that
mhm.
you see those mountains, that green, and then the water. It's like I don't know. Anyways, but yes,
I know what you mean. Yeah, we have that in Canada too. So.
yeah. I mean, oh my God, it's just, and you know that it's funny. What do you think about when you dream things like that? Like when you go to those beautiful crystal beaches where you like a dream, like a dream made out of you know, in my dream.
It's, you know,
Isn't
like
that
when you
like
dream
something
about it,
mystic? Yes, like when you dream that you go to beautiful water, crystal clear water, and the sand like magical. Have you ever had dreams like that?
I don't remember.
Oh
Sometimes
my
I
God,
don't
what
remember
I
my dreams.
have,
Sometimes I
and
do. Yeah.
they are the oh my God, like you don't even want to wake, and you know, like that's not often I remember, but when I visit those places, forget it. I mean, I still visit because right, but anyways,
I can I can see why you would dream about those.
yeah.
Your dreams are tied to your Neptune and tied to also Jupiter. Well, it's not Jupiter,
Hmm.
yeah. So yeah, I can see why. Yep.
And
It's
but
foreign. It's foreign and it's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, you're muted.
that will be my go-to place, my to-go
Yeah.
place when I meditate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can do that too. You can actually do meditations like that where you it's a guided meditation where you take in deeper into like there's a countdown to it and
Right.
then you go into yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Well, this
So when
being super cool. I love all the information. It's funny how
there's a
you
lot.
get to know, but like no, but I got to know a lot about me too. You know, it's I how beautiful. My God. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's so interesting how you can know about yourself and understand things a little bit better and clear, like more clear.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
fantastic.
You're welcome. I
I
mean, my pleasure.
Hope you enjoyed that video. Um, it was a bit of stretch, I guess you can say. I've been working on Zoom stuff and technology, so I realized that I was like, oh, wait a second, it didn't record the other person, the sitter or the client, but that's fine. The work got done. She really liked it, and I hope you guys liked it as well. I'm looking forward to posting more videos on stuff like this. Like I said, welcome to my channel, and that's it. Looking forward to seeing you guys later. Have fun. Bye.